that was a good video. I like that. The gameplay was goated. Yeah, I would say so too. I mean, I thought it was really good. I mean, I think most people thought that, honestly. I feel like a lot of people did. So I was glad to see it. The Mimic Boss too. Well, I mean, a lot of stuff was good with the game, right? It wasn't just one thing. Expedition 33 has better gameplay than Baldur's Gate 3 by a mile. Well, yeah, because they focus mainly on gameplay. I think that's what makes the most sense, doesn't it? There's the video right there. I actually like Hypnotic's videos a lot. I mean, I've watched a lot of them myself. And, you know, make sure to give him a sub and everything like that. He has, how many does he have? 107,000 subscriberinos. Wow. And
good job, Daddy, not going on that incel show. I'm going to buy you that Switch too now.
I am the Foot God, Kaida.
Welcome home!
With a dick in her ass. Like, are you? Oh, yeah.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh, I'm shocked. Oh.
Bruh.
Do it the other way so y'all can. Oh. Baby, I'm shocked. Oh. Can you stop? Oh, I'm finna come. Oh. Can you stop? Oh. Fuck out of here, bro. I was in a state of shock.
I say over and over and over again, I hate being alive, I hate being alive, I hate breathing, I hate being alive. I'm in tremendous pain, I'm in tremendous pain. Help me, help me, help me. I'm in so much pain, I'm in so much pain, I'm in so much.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Hypnocast. That's right, we are live, boys. We are live, we are live, we are live. We're going to dive down the rabbit hole that is known as the internet. But before we do any of that, you got to bring it in close, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. Bring it in close. No pre-stream ears this time. I told you the streak was going to end eventually. That's okay. No pre-stream, but that we still got to hug it out, though. It's okay. I'm not that sick anymore, although I'm still kind of sick, but that's okay. You're not going to get sick. I promise you. Get in here. Avoid old man Cat. He has his dick out. I don't know why. I don't know why he has his dick out. Old man Cat, like, constantly has his dick out during the hug. I don't understand. I don't get it. And listen very closely. If you are watching on YouTube, like the stream. Do it. Do it. If you're watching on Rumble, like the stream. If you're watching over on Twitter, like the post. And if you're watching anywhere else right now, you have to personally shave Kata's feet, clip his toenails, and then smell them right after that.
I am the Foot God, Kaida.
So like the stream. Don't let it happen to you. It's nasty. Don't let it happen. Can I get a mic check, please? Mic check. Titty check. Balls check. What are we checking? What are we checking today? Guys, we got a lot we got to go over. All right. We have the New Game Plus showcase, which is apparently like this brand new fucking, I don't know, showcase that they're going to be doing every year. That they want everybody to take it like super serious. So we're going to go over some of the exclusive trailers that showcase had to reveal. We're going to do that instead of the indie showcase today. But, you know, we'll have some games to look at. But what else are we checking? What are we checking? Heard that was mid? Yeah, well, we're still going to look at it anyway. Playing Raidu check? Nice. Hypno the fentanyl zombie check? I am not a fentanyl zombie. What a year we're having already. It sure is. It sure is. Fuck around and find out check. Hypno, you have to save Dragonquest check. Hypnotic feeling better check. Just a little bit. Nick Havit says, just got a Steam Deck? Bro, so many people getting Steam Decks. This is great. You love to see it. I now have strep. That's, oh, fuck. Old man Cad. God damn, everybody gets sick. Everybody's getting sick, and it's all Sonia's fault. Sorry, Sonia, I had to. I know she's going to be really mad about that, but that's okay. That's okay. Vodka Nautic check? That's pretty accurate. What's the drama with Dragon Quest? Well, it has more to do with Square Enix, but we're going to get into it. Don't worry about it. What else we got? Lingua tacos check. Sorry, I didn't see that. Dr. Spike with a mask check. Sick check. Fun times check. A wow check. One day I'll have a Steam Deck check. Sephiroth killed Eric check. Oh wow, that's rough. That's rough. Civil War check. Dancing the Black Spiral Labyrinth check. Almost done with Expedition 33 check. Nice. Cucaracha check. Lumina menu in Expedition 33 is a mess. It really is a mess. It really is a mess. Beef tacos for protein check. Very nice. All right, guys, listen. Our ESG scores are at their maximum. We are fully funded. Let's like the stream. Like it. Let's do the Bigot Army roll call. Let's see who is in this chat right now. Aside from former Kotaku urinalist, Black Samurais that unfortunately did exist at one point but no longer do, and people that apparently are all getting sick at the same time. It's highly suspicious. It's highly suspicious. It's like we're all spitting on each other. Like, what's going on here? What are we doing? We got Yamato 85 waiting for the Steam Machine. I think a lot of people waiting for the Steam Machine. Although I feel like it's pretty inevitable that we're going to get the announcement of a delay, or at the very least, we're going to get the announcement of extremely limited supply for the initial release, and then they're going to figure out the rest as time goes on. I don't know. We'll see. Dietrich Connick over on Rumble. Hanny, Mr. Melancholy, suck my dick. We got Sonia saying she's innocent. Don't believe her. We got Flip Shazam, John D, Odin Dark. We got Blue Octopus screaming at the top of her lungs. We got Frenchie07, Dart Dimos questioning his existence. We got Creepy07, Gremlin producer. Just got my 86 Zuki Samurai running check. God damn. That's crazy. Ron DFK, Danko Orange, Gamer Nurse Gale, Nick Havoc. We got the voice of the water. Death Star has been playing Battlefield 6. Nice. I got to get back on that, man. Too many games came out. That's the problem. We got Joel Jimenez. We got Deku Leader. We got Old Man Cad. The Bushmeister. You blame Old Man Cad for the disease spreading? You know what? You might be onto something. You very well might be onto something, my man. I'm inclined to believe you. It's definitely either him or Sonia, one of the two. Maybe it's both. It's probably both. We got Monkey Man 04, Midnight Mike. We got Danny Barton, Melody Johnson. We got Commander Sonok. We got ARC. We got Matthew with the Hero Priest. We got the True Aztec Warrior. We got Tanya Ravens, and I'm here. We got Limitless Andre. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better today. Today's definitely better than yesterday. Yesterday was fucking tough, but we made it. We made it through almost a 3-hour stream yesterday, so it's fine. We got Grimlock, Gaukierman. We got Joseph, Spectral Heartless. We got a Kickin' Donuts. We got Bugsy. We got Lionheart Cowboy, the voice in the water again. We got Darkwind 255. We got Full Metal 921. We got Fighter 4. 64 gigs of RAM is about $1,100. Ouch. That's rough. We got Gray the Merchant. We got 2K GameCuber. Thank you, bro. We got QC 2709. We got Ron DFK. Ali Kusanagi. We got Reaper Knight. We got Speedy Kick. All right, 4 more people. 4 more people. And then we got to get on with the show. 4 more people. Let's go. We got Dr. Spike. Again, questioning his own existence. Is he here? Is he not here? Is Dr. Spike here? Summon Dr. Spike with some Dr. Spike emojis. How about that? We got. Hold on. What the fuck? We have a bot. Boom. Okay. At the nuke a bot over on Rumble. We got Low KC420 over on Rumble. We got Review Big Cheese 200. Jason Alator. Midnight Mike. Dr. Spike on Rumble questioning whether or not he's there. It's interesting. We got DeCello 80 over on Rumble. Defending Sonya. Look at that. Look at that, Sonya. You see that? We got Secret Final Boss questioning if he's here. We got Danny Barton. That is a hell of an admission. And last but not least, we got Rhonda Delore Keeper. Dark Sisaloco. We got Black Tailgate. Dragon Knight over on Rumble. Deidre Kotick over on Rumble. Inferno Hell Knight. I don't know, bro. It's YouTube. YouTube sucks ass. What can I say? We got Philip saying he loves bubble tea. Genetic Spore on Rumble. John Holiday. And we got Mughal. All right. I called as many people as I possibly could. Let's sacrifice your fellow Bigot Army member and let's see who is going to get the money shot today, boys. Come on, listen. It's a Thursday money shot, so it's a little bit above average. Right? It's a little bit above average. We're getting close to the weekend. It's not as sick as it was yesterday, so it's going to be a little bit stronger. So who's going to get the money shot today? Let's find out, man. We got Voice in the Water saying no Sony AI, no Ubisoft. Mortenabra cast terminal velocity, sending a horde of Bone Jacks and Hell Jacks at the person down by 5, ripping through their defenses to deliver a zombie-infused oil money shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Handy says as a thank you and a fuck you to our Puerto Rican fentanyl clanker fucker. The next penis grabber down by 6 will be sent to Kata's toilet to watch a loop of DSP doing terrible things, apparently. That's disgusting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lionheart says cracks open a wild cherry Pepsi. Coca-Cola ain't got shit. Down by 1, no refunds, no skipping. Now drink the Pepsi and enjoy. I can respect that.
Holy shit.
You know, Galcaramon, man, listen. Silence is not protection, right? Silence is not protection. And I mean, you know, what are we doing? What are we doing? You've been watching the stream for a long time, Galcaramon. You've been watching for a long time. What are we doing? Why are we money shotting a Digimon? You should be protecting yourself. God damn it. I feel like we've money shotted all kinds of creatures. It's really getting awkward. Congratulations, Galcaramon. You are the recipient of the money shot today.
What the?
Like the stream. It's getting weird out there. All right, boys, listen, we got a lot we got to talk about today. All right. We're going to be covering some Dragon Quest drama. So, you know, it's something that we covered in the past, but apparently Square Enix is choosing to double down, right, on the threats when it comes to Dragon Quest Reimagined. Dragon Quest 7, anyway. Where apparently they are, threatening copyright strikes, wanted to take you down if you expose the ending of the game. They must have changed something so bad in this game that they don't want nobody knowing about it, because they're pulling out all the stops to try to ensure that people do not spoil the ending of the game. They're doing everything imaginable. So we're going to talk about it, because we talked about this before, and I didn't think they were going to double down. I thought it was just going to be a threat, and then that's it. But apparently they're doubling down, tripling down, whatever you want to call it at this point. So we're going to talk about it. We're also going to cover a story we didn't get to cover yesterday, which is about Ubisoft and the studio closure that recently happened. There's a lot of rumors about the studio being closed because they were unionizing we're going to go over all the potential aspects as to why this studio closed. So we'll talk about it. We're also going to talk about a brand new Witcher 3 DLC that apparently is going to tie into Witcher 4. This is something that's been rumored for a long, long time, but now there's a lot of evidence backing it up now. So we're going to go over that as well. And we're going to be covering some exclusive looks at some exclusive games from the New Game Plus showcase that happened today, I believe it was. I only pulled up the trailers for the exclusive games. Everything else we've already seen. So I think it's like 5 or 6 games. So we'll take a look at it together and see what's going on with that. And that's it. We got a couple of fast topics. Apparently, Avowed is coming to PlayStation, boys. I don't know if you're excited to play Avowed, but if you are, it's coming to PlayStation, supposedly, according to some reports. And apparently, they might be returning. They might be bringing back Quake, which I'm actually kind of excited to hear because I love Quake. So we got a lot we got to go over, boys. A lot we got to go over. But before we do any of that, we got to do the number one segment on YouTube, the number one segment on Rumble, the number one segment all around the galaxy. This segment is known none other than the pre-stream legend.
Money, print money, cash, money, wealth, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, more money, heaps and heaps of money, print money, cash, money, wealth, capitalism, raise a bunch of money, super chat money.
As salty as the sea, calling us no-code names. SJW screaming, but it's money they blame. Burning with envy, they're falling flat. They can't handle the sound of a super chat.
That's right, boys. We got ourselves the pre-stream legends, where if we get lucky today, we could hit 533 tier 1s in a row and 224 tier 2s in a row. For the last 4 to 5 days, we were hitting tier 2 before the stream even started. Didn't happen today, so that streak has been broken. But hopefully, if we get lucky, we could definitely get tier 1 and tier 2 today. So let's go over some of the legends in the chat right now. They were pre-stream legends. We got Dr. Spike. Dr. Spike with a legendary 5 membership banger.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
And considering this is the first one of the stream, let's spam some Dr. Spike emojis. You already know what that means. I gotta be honest with you. I think Kiryu is probably the longest running meme on this channel by far. If I had to guess, I think Kiryu. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Well, actually, maybe Mucha Lucha is probably longer, but Kiryu is an amazing meme, man. I love it. I love it. What can I say? Gotta love Kiryu. Thank you, Dr. Spike. I appreciate you, brother, for the 5 membership banger. Thank you so much. We got Odin Dark. Look at this guy. Odin. Hold on. Had to cough. Odin Dark with a 2. Reimagined these nuts. Square Enix. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. We got Odin Dark again with a 5. What do you call a group of drag queens? Role-playing. Drag Queen Quest. That was painful. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not older and dark. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Painful. Absolutely painful. God damn. Don't forget, guys, we are working towards I didn't even look. Fuck. I didn't even look. Shit. I didn't look probably because the goal's ridiculous, but we are working towards trying to unlock the next emoji because I want to make a Steam numbers don't matter emoji. So every single membership we get within the next, because what are we in January? So the next They overlap every month. So the next 22 days, 23 days. Every membership within the next 23 days is going to help us get there. So thank you guys. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. The Cello 80 with a 5 says, why are libraries so tall? Because they have many stories. Seriously? God damn it. Secret Final Boss with a 2 says, this is a super chat. Is it now? You don't say. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Gray Soul for 6 months says, hail bigots and gooners. Day 1243 without Goblin Short Stack Red Boy Banger. Do you really want Goblin Girls for Red Boy Hyper Banger? I mean, I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen. Do I get it? Stories? Yes, I get it. Of course I get it. It's still getting drummed. Thank you, Gray Soul, for 6 months. Mr. Melancholy with a 149 super sticker. Thank you, Mr. Melancholy. I appreciate that. And then we got Odin Dark with a 223. Says, hi, Sonia. Hope you're feeling better. I think Sonia is definitely working on getting better, for sure. Just another guy with a 5. I hope Square Enix didn't screw up Dragonquest. I mean, I'm hearing some things. Most of them are not like super egregious. But I'm hearing some things. It's mainly about how Square Enix is acting around Dragon Quest. And considering how crazy they're going about the ending for a game that is so old, that tells me that they must have changed something really big. And they don't want anybody to know about it, which is a little bit sussy-wussy. Why don't you want anybody to know about it? That means that if people find out about it, they're probably not going to want to buy the game. At least that's how I'm taking it anyway, so I don't know. We'll see. Beautiful Zexel with a 2. You didn't call on me because I said justice for Sonya. What? What are you talking about? That's a lie. Rhonda with 2 months says, summon the lore keeper and he or she will remind those that they are out there. Record and rewriting history. Call upon the enemy and die. That's a hell of a fucking that's a hell of a speech. I like it. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. And then we got this fucking legend. Look at this guy, man. The Bushmeister Actual dropping a massive 10 membership mega banger over on YouTube.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
Shout out to you, my man. I appreciate that. Actually, you know what? Let me look. Let me see what the actual goal is. Give me 1 second, because I know it's going to be some fuck shit, because YouTube is that's just how they are. What is the actual goal to get another emoji? Where are we? Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. So to get another emoji, let me scroll down. To get another emoji is 127 memberships. I fucking hate YouTube. I really fucking hate YouTube. I swear to God. But that doesn't include the memberships we got today. So the memberships we got today are going to help that. And like I said, we have until the next rollover, because gifted memberships expire at the end of every month. So as long as we do it before the expiration, we're not going to get a rollback. So we should be fine. So thank you guys. Thank you, the Bushmeister. I appreciate you, bro. And then we got Rhonda with a 189. Eyes on me, you freaks. You freaks. It's crazy, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. We got Nico with a CLP 10,000. Shout out to Nico. Thank you so much for the CLP 10,000. Appreciate you. And then we got Zolosi with a 5 membership banger. Look at Zolosi. I appreciate you, man.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
Shout out to Zolosi. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And then we got Mr. Spanglish with a 2. Hinata. Fuck the rules. It's too early, bro. It's too early. It's way too early. And then we got Dr. Spike. We got Dr. Spike with a legendary 20 membership hyperbank.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger.
Shout out to Dr. Spike dropping 20 memberships on the chat. And considering that is technically a Red Boy hyper banger, I know he's going to tell me to pick. Unless you got something, Dr. Spike. You got something, Dr. Spike? If not, I'm just going to pick. Let me know. Wasn't Spike banned? What the fuck? YouTube banned this man. Why do you want Dr. Spike banned? Don't get Dr. Spike banned. What's wrong with you? Don't ask for him to be banned. That's crazy. All right, Dr. Spike says for me to pick, so I'm going to pick it. I already know where I'm going with.
All right, boys, we have another Red Boy hyper banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
Dr. Spike. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much again for that 20 membership hyperbanger. Fucking legend, bro. Spam Dr. Spike emojis. We got Rap the Kratos with a 5. Really? You gonna make me sing this song? This is America. Don't catch you slipping up. Minnesota be tripping up. Yo, Donald Trump gonna get them though. Oh man, I still that meme is amazing, by the way. The whole "This is America" Donald Trump meme. I couldn't play it because that shit would get copyrighted so fast. But yeah, it's great. Archangelus with a membership. Thank you, Archangelus. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. And then we got the Bushmeister for 4 months of legendary status. Hey, Hypno. Just want to let you know that even though this last year has been by far the worst year, oh man, the worst year of my life, you and your community, especially Old Man Cab, has made me feel welcome whenever I pop in. Dude, shout out to you, man. I'm sorry this is the worst year. Well, not this one, last year, I assume. Hold on. Unfortunately, I still have a bit of a cough that it's being a motherfucker right now. I'm sorry you had the worst year of your life, bro. But I'm glad we could bring a little bit of happiness. And especially Old Man Cat. That old fuck. We love Old Man Cat here, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you saying that, man. Thank you for that. We got Dark Obsidian for 9 months. Says, what's going on? What's going on? I'm just trying to survive. Shout out to Dark Obsidian. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Flip Shazam with a 2. Can you make one of the women of Fallout? Bro, I think I have like 15 requests. You guys know how long it takes to make one of those AI clips? I have like 15 requests, bro. But Fallout doesn't sound such a bad like a bad idea. Not a bad idea, Flip Shazam. Hey, we got Mr. Rouge in the chat. Everybody spam Mr. Rouge emojis in the chat right now. All right, let's go to Rumble. We got Rumble. We got Crash Collins with a membership. Thank you, Crash Collins. I appreciate that, my man. Unfortunately, over on Rumble, we are capped on emojis. There's no way to get more. They just give you all of them in one shot, which is kind of cool. But I'll have to rotate something out. If you guys want the Steam numbers don't matter emoji, I'm sure I could find something. So we'll see. Dr. Spike with a legendary $100 Red Boy Hyper Banger on Rumble. God damn. Here we go! Mucha lucha, mucha lucha. It's the way of life. Mucha lucha. He says, Rumble Red Boy, hail Hypnotic. What's up, dude? Dr. Spike, man, always holding it down. Multi-platform holding it down on YouTube and on Rumble. Getting us to our membership goals, super chat goals, everything. Holy shit. Secret Final Boss says, uh-oh, we're going to have another Mr. Rouge Stealth Red Boy soon. He does what he does, whatever he wants, man. Mr. Rouge is a whole another level He's a whole nother level, man. These guys are all legendary for their own reasons. But shout out to Dr. Spike for the Red Boy. That is another clip, another one. And I saw everybody requesting it in the chat earlier. And it's a toss-up between Latinas or Asians. Normally we go with Asians. This time, we're going with the brownies.
Okay, everyone, we got another Red Boy hyper banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
Shout out to Dr. Spike. Dropping that glorious Red Boy over on Rumble. Holding it down as always, man. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Dr. Spike emojis everywhere. Rumble, YouTube, wherever. We got Speedy Cake with a 10. Hold on, I got to cough again. Fuck. I swear to God, man, the most annoying thing about getting sick is the aftermath, right? When you have your energy, you know, you're ready to start banging and clanging again, but then you have a fucking dry cough that just refuses to leave. That's so annoying. Anyway, we got Speedy Cake with a 10. Not sure if it was true or not, but I saw a Dextero post about possible Fallout New Vegas remake by Obsidian. So I saw that. And that is something that's been reported many times over. So I didn't bother reporting on it again because we've talked about that, like, I think 3 times now. There's also rumors of I think it was like a Fallout 3 remake or something like that. It's been a thing for a long time. So that's why I haven't talked about it recently. But yes, I did see that. I did see that. And then we got Hades for 2 months, simply saying 2 months. Shout out to Hades, bro. I appreciate that. 2 months of legendary status, bro. Thank you. All right, guys. And then Deadeye's Log for $1. Sick this kid for Hypno Sick Fun. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. We are, I think we're at tier 1 or maybe like slightly under. I don't know. Something like that. So thank you guys so much for the insane pre-stream support. That is wild. You guys have been legendary. Very, very, very helpful. I appreciate that. Let's get into the content. And like I said, we're going to be skipping the indie showcase today because we're going to be looking at other games and we can't double up. Otherwise, we'll be here forever. So one thing I do want to show you, though, is breaking news. It's not gaming related. This is a what the fuck moment. This is like sincerely a what the fuck moment. I have to share it with you. I don't know if you guys saw this. Look at this, bro. This shit is crazy. Backbone with a membership. Thank you, Backbone, helping us get to our goal. We need 127 memberships to try to unlock the Steam numbers don't matter emoji. So thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Dietrich Connick with $1 says OJ money. Why are you consistently giving me OJ money? I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so this shit is wild. And I'm not gonna play the clip up until the very end because it's pretty violent. It's pretty violent. But apparently, hold on. Let me see something really quick. The name. So Congresswoman Gladys Aurora Lopez can be seen being struck by an explosive device on the head on the outskirts of Congress of Honduras. Okay, that's what it says. This just happened recently. Look at this. Okay, just happened recently. Watch this. I'm gonna pause it and then do it frame by frame. This is some Call of Duty shit. I'm not even kidding. Like the level of aim. Someone dropped it. You'll see exactly what I mean. The level of aim that is necessary to pull something like this off is fucking crazy. Watch this.
Gladys. Viene Gladys Aurora, Teresita, Calix, también Teresita. ¿Qué es lo que está pasando ahí?
¿A dónde? ¿Aquí?
Sí, sí, ¿por qué no entran? No nos dejan.
Pause. Right there. You see it? You see this? Do you see this object that's coming from over here in the sky? You see this shit? Is it a drone? No, I don't think it's not a drone. It's not a drone. You see this shit? Watch. Hold on. You see the object? Look at this. Look how far it's coming from. It's all the way here in the corner. Look at this. Right? Now, I'm not going to play the rest. I'm going to do it frame by frame. Ready? So the object comes overhead. Right? Look at this. Look at this. Bro, oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro. You kidding me? And keep in mind, guys, that is what do you call it? That's going frame by frame, right? That is going frame by frame. So considering that's going frame by frame, that shit is going so fast. Right? And it literally, and she's alive, by the way. Thank God she's alive. She's alive. Yeah, she lived. She's alive. It could be a rock. It could be something. It looked like, according to the report, they said explosive device. I don't think it's an explosive device because if it was, she would not be alive, right? But I mean, holy shit. It kind of does look like a rock because look up here. At the top left, that's a hand grenade. I don't know if that's a hand grenade, bro. If that was a hand grenade, she would be fucking dead. Right? I mean, regardless, she's lucky. But like, if you look at the top left, you can see it's not a perfect circle. It's not a perfect shape. It has like multiple jagged edges. Last frame looked like an explosion. Well, I just think that's the dirt. Oh no, that's definitely an explosion. Never mind. I see fire. Isn't that fire? Oh yeah, no, that's fire right here. Hold on, let me move my camera. Hold on, wait. Right here, look at the bottom. Look at the bottom left. That's holy shit. So actually, I think what it is that it didn't hit her head. I don't think it hit her head. What it was is it hit her right behind. It hit her right here behind, and it was literally right behind her. And it exploded right behind her. So I don't think it actually hit her head. I think it exploded behind her, and then the force obviously blew her hair back. God damn, bro. It definitely hit the ground, though. Dude, man. Holy shit. That's insane. The dude behind her is toast. Yeah, this guy disappears. This dude, whoever this is, this dude right here, he fucking disappears, bro. Look at this. Oh my God. It blew her clothes off. Look. From the back. Holy shit, boys. Anyway, crazy. Absolutely insane. Is the cameraman involved? I don't know. I saw that. I'm like, dude, this is fucking crazy, bro. This is crazy. People are losing their minds, man. This is why I highly implore everybody to arm yourselves to the best of your ability. Absolutely arm yourselves and stay strapped at any given moment and learn how to use it. Because people are crazy. People are crazy. All right, let's get into the showcase now. Yeah, I saw that. Sorry, I know that's not gaming related. It's just every now and then I see something crazy. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Anyway, so that was a toe. I mean, you guys would know better than I would. The vets in the chat would know probably better than I would. Okay, so There was a showcase called New Game Showcase. Everybody was hyping this up on Twitter as the next big thing. Right now, it's only got 2,300 views over on YouTube. Actually, I'm sorry. No, that's not true. For the specific game that I'm looking at, it's got 2,000 something views. The actual showcase probably has a lot more than that. So what we're going to be doing now is we're going to look at the 6 exclusive games or exclusive looks at these games that were showcased at the New Game Plus showcase that we probably haven't seen before. So let's check this out. We got, this one's called Dragon Twin. It's a 2-minute trailer, and it was an exclusive look at New Game Plus showcase of 2026. The game is called Dragon Twin. Let's see what this is about. Here we go. Cool. I'm not gonna lie, that is really fucking cool to experience being like a dragon rider and being able to defeat armies and shit. I mean, look at this. This is only like, you know, concept phase. They clearly have a bunch of ideas for this. They have an early access demo that's available to Patreon supporters. That's cool. Oh shit. It's gonna have a dragon creator, bro. That's sick. That is cool. That is cool. That's cool. Somebody in the chat said, "Didn't we see this at another award?" No, we didn't. So I know what you're thinking of. There was another game that has another idea similar to this, but this is different. This is totally different. This shit looks way more like higher fidelity than the one that we looked at. The one that we looked at was an indie game. This is probably indie too. I'm not sure, but it's a totally different game. This is not the one we looked at before. This shit looks insane. I'm not gonna like the fact that you could burn armies down. I mean, obviously this is like a super simple version of it right now, but the dragon creator really caught me by surprise. I mean, look at this. You got to give it an extra girthy neck. Oh shit, that is so sick. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, I'm definitely with this. 100% I'm with this. So I will follow up on this for sure. I don't know if it's available on Steam right now or anything like that. Probably not. These games may or may not be available on Steam. Right now, it's only they have a demo on Patreon. So, I mean, take it for what it's worth. But the scope and scale of this game looks insane. So I can't wait to see more. All right, that one's called Final Twin. I'm sorry, Dragon Twin. Dragon Twin. And I will link it. I'll link it right here. I'm going to link it in the chat, the YouTube video for you guys. I'm going to link it in the chat. And Old Man Cad's also linking the Patreon. So if you guys want to check that out, if you're a fan of dragons like Lavistro, what's up, dude? How you doing? Then you can check it out. Okay. Next game up is called The Cube plus the Twins, apparently. Whatever the fuck that is. The Cube official trailer plus the Twins showcase. That's what it's called. So let's see what's going on with this. This is another exclusive game that was shown at this showcase. Here we go.
Is it recording?
Yeah, it is.
It's in the sky, a giant cube.
Wait a second. I remember this. So are they showing something different with this?
When it showed up, I was in the lab. I didn't even see it. You know, I felt that same fear, though. A terrible sense of my own powerlessness.
This is based on Atomic Heart, isn't it? It's like a battle royale.
How did the whole of humanity miss it? And did we actually miss it?
Or is it
What if the cube didn't appear, but revealed itself? What if it was always there, and we've only just started to see it?
Damn, she's big. Wait, go back. Oh, shit. Oh, damn, they got the slutty twins. Hold on, the slutty twins are in the game. Remember that from Atomic Heart? Those bitches were crazy. The golden slutty twins, where are they? Where'd they go? Hold on, they're going to show up right here somewhere. Nope, after the thick girl. Yep. Where are they at? Right there. Yeah, there you go. No, Babushka! They got Babushka in the game! Hell yeah. Nice. Oh, this is the new stuff right here. This put up in. Oh shit! That's it? Really? That's all you're showing after all that? Yeah, the twins. The twins were the new thing. Okay, all right, that makes sense. Okay, so I mean, again, this is not something that I'm necessarily super interested in. Although I loved Atomic Heart, I just don't know if I like the idea of a live service Atomic Heart. That's the problem. So I would have to see it in action for me to really decide if it's something that I would pursue. But I mean, the concept is cool. I do like the whole cube concept. It's very Destiny, though. It's very Destiny with the Traveler and everything like that, you know? It looks okay. But they do have Babushka in the game, so that's cool. They got Grandma Babushka. So that's going to be a plus. Now, if they add the horny refrigerator, I think I'll be sold. If they add the Gooner fridge, I would be sold at that point. But I would have to see. So, all right, let's move on. Next one up is, what's this? This one's called EXE Killer. Exclusive look. Yeah, so the game is called EXE Killer. Let's see what this is about. EXE Killer. All right, here we go. Volume up. Okay.
Welcome to the world of Execular. We are Kasia and Amadeus, the creators of the game.
And this is Gameplay Overview. Execular is a first-person action-adventure game that encourages exploration, rewards curiosity,
and never holds your hand.
You play as Denzel Phoenix, an Execular, a corporate bounty hunter.
Very Fallout vibes right now.
Down fugitives and reclaim souls from those who try to escape the system.
Oh shit.
One of the game's main hubs is the Tower, a massive fortress city ruled by the Helion Corporation. This is where you accept contracts, upgrade your gear, and prepare for missions.
Job well done, contract fulfilled.
The game is structured in chapters, and almost everyone begins and ends in the tower.
Outside the tower lies a harsh, scorched desert. You travel through it in a heavily modified car, designed to protect you from extreme
Wait a
conditions
second.
such as
What did
heat
that sign
and
say?
radiation.
What did that sign
Our
say?
lies a harsh, scorched desert. You travel through it in a
Manhattan
heavily
Island.
modified car. You travel
Manhattan,
through
Brooklyn. Oh,
it
this is
in a
in New
heavily
York?
modified car designed to protect you from extreme conditions such
New York?
as heat and radiation. Inside the vehicle, you have access to your computer, storage, and a working radio.
From your
That's cool. Oh, they got slow-mo. They got slow-mo. What the fuck is that? Oh, what are you, Robocop? Wow. Nice.
Survival is core part of the experience.
Inventory space is limited, and every item matters, forcing players to make careful decisions about what to carry and what to leave behind.
Hellion's high-tech systems allow you to hack devices, pick locks, and access restricted areas.
I'm not gonna
Your
lie, guys.
cybernetic
this feels
implants
awesome.
help you uncover hidden elements and investigate the environment. Missions and level design are fully non-linear. There's no single way to complete a contract. Stealth, dialogue, and combat.
He used a
valid
soda can
approaches
for a fucking silencer.
that can be freely combined.
In Execular, every decision matters.
What's it gonna be? Plata or muerte?
Wishlist
on
Executor
Steam.
on Steam.
Bro. I am 1000% wishlisting that like right now. That game looks so good. It's definitely something that I would love to play for sure. I just wishlisted it right now on Steam. If you guys think it looked cool, then go wishlist it on Steam. But it's kind of like a combination of a lot of games. It seems to be taking place in New York, which is interesting. Considering the people who are making it. And it's got Fallout vibes, it's got Cyberpunk vibes. It's got a mix, to be honest with you. So yeah, I think this looks cool. The detail is there. I don't know how I feel about the limited inventory space though. Because I feel like if you're gonna have, it all depends. Is this gonna be a game that has a lot of items, like an RPG? If it really is gonna be Fallout Cyberpunk style, you're gonna have that limited of inventory. I'm sure you can upgrade it. I don't know. It depends, but overall, it looks good. It looks good. I like it. I wishlisted it already, and let's check out the next one. That was a good one. That was a good one. All right, next one is. I think we've seen this, but they're saying it's an exclusive look. So I don't know how to feel about this, but this is Far Far West, which I'm almost positive we've seen this before, but they're calling it exclusive. So maybe they're showing something different. Far Far West. Here we go. Volume up.
Hi everyone, Robert here from Fireshine Games. I am the Senior Product Manager for Far Far West, developed by the incredible 6-person team at Evil Raptor. Far Far West is a 1-to-4 player co-op PvE first-person shooter where you play as robot cowboys in a weird western world. Work together to kill bosses, collect bounties, and cleanse the lands of the evil enemy invaders. Today, I'm going to talk you through a short, single-round session of Far Far West. Here, we're exploring the Far Far West hometown, an evolving space where you can upgrade your weapons, spells, and characters. Once the team is geared up and ready to go, we can pick the bounty we want to hunt and drop into the game.
Yeah, we definitely saw this before, so I wonder what's new here. Maybe they have something new, otherwise it's not exclusive.
Now that we have dropped into the map, it is time to head to our first objective. We can travel around the map much faster with the use of our trusty horses, which you can summon with the press of a button.
I don't think they showed actual gameplay last time.
When fighting enemies, I can use different firearms and a variety of spells to do damage or heal myself and teammates. Spells and guns can also be comboed together to make their effects more powerful, spread their damage further, or even create new spells.
I have not, Bushmeister, I have not.
To summon this boss, we need to do the obvious. Launch a nuke at its nest. So let's get this rocket loaded with explosives and shoot it into the sky. When playing co-op, you have to work together as a team to complete the objectives and defend yourself from enemy attacks. Right now, we're throwing sticks of dynamite to my teammate for him to put in the rocket, of which he is actually only catching a few. While carrying out objectives, you will attract the attention of the enemy hordes, who will try and
VR?
stop.
No, I don't think so. I think that's
Now we have the rocket all powered up. Let's launch it at the boss nest to really make it angry. This bounty is far from over. Now we have to take the beast down. Let's summon the boss and get this party started. We won and the boss is dead, but we aren't safe yet. So let's get to the station to get the last train out of town.
They didn't show gameplay last time, so this is the exclusive. That's what it is. But we definitely watched the trailer for this game.
It's easier said than done when the whole of the Far West wants you dead. We made it out alive. Well, some of us, which means we get to keep the resources we found along the way. These will allow us to upgrade our characters even more and be stronger for the next bounty. This was just one simple game of Far Far West. There are multiple bosses, maps, objectives, weapons, spells, upgrades, and cosmetics, all unlockable through play. You can play the playtest with your friends right now.
Well, there you go. All right. Well, the game looks pretty cool. Overall, I think that I don't know, man. I'm kind of tired of these four-player streamer games. I really view them as streamer games, to be honest with you. TJ says tier 1 is crossed. We are 129 away from tier 2. Thank you, TJ. These like 4-player streamer games, they just I don't know. They're becoming a little bit too much at this point because that's really what it's for. It's a 4-player streamer game, and I mean, yeah, like you can play your game and stuff like that with other people, other friends and whatnot. But to be fair, like they really are targeting the streamers with those kind of games. All right, next one. I think Old Man Cat dropped the link. So Cassie jump scare. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's streamer bait. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. It's a streamer bait game. All right, next one up is called Densh Attack. Densh Attack? Whatever that is. Densh Attack. Exclusive look. So, again, I think their choicing of the words exclusive look is a little bit, a little bit liberal, but that's fine. Let's check this one out. Densh Attack is what they call it. Here we go. First Shine Games. Here we go. Oh, I showed this one too. Bro, they don't know what the meaning of exclusive look is, bro. I definitely showed this. So unless they show something different, we 100% saw this game. This is the fucking the bus thing.
Hello, we're on the Coders, and in the studio based in Barcelona. Recently,
don't tell me the interview is going to be the exclusive look.
Our studio is heavily influenced by arcade classics, Japanese culture, and extreme sports games. And Densh Attack is our dream project, a step forward for the studio, combining everything we love. In Densh Attack, you'll discover a not-so-distant future Japan in which local railways have been abandoned and are now used by underground gangs to compete in illegal contests of train acrobatics. You'll have to rack up points by chaining tricks, explore...
I don't care. I don't care. Next one up. We got Starfinder Afterlight exclusive look. Let's see if this is actually exclusive. Let's see. Starfinder Afterlight. What's this game?
This is Ricard Pillosu, and I am the co-founder at Epic Terrors Entertainment. I'm here to tell you about our first game, Starfinder Afterlight, licensed from Paizo.
He's going to be showing off a demo.
Starfinder Afterlight, it's a party-based RPG in a universe that mixes technology and magic. We focus on creating great storytelling inspired by movies like Guardians of the Galaxy or shows like Firefly.
And Juna Main with the membership. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
While in the game you will create your own character, in the demo you play as one of the companions, Sterling.
He said companions.
So you give orders? Naughty.
Companions. I love it. I love the accent, bro. Companions.
Thanks to the success of our Kickstarter, our game will have full voiceover. The dialogue system is the main way to introduce the player to the lore of the world.
That's good. Good for them. This looks like oh shit. Look at that. This looks like what the fuck is that game called? Oh my god, man. Disco Elysium. It looks like Disco Elysium a little bit. Which I played a little bit of that game. Pretty good game. I need to play more, but pretty good.
If you have the sudden weird feeling of being naked, it's Lou. Her gaze is like an x-ray machine. By the looks on her face, she either thinks you're a joke or it's her favorite song playing.
Yeah, it's got D&D aspects to it, which is interesting.
That was our narrator, Roger Clark, known from the Red Dead Redemption series, giving the right space western feeling we are looking for in the game.
Yeah, sorry to ruin happy hour for you, but I have bad news about the big one and the runt. Don't worry. I promise not to say I told you so.
How dare you?
Lou here is referring to Tycho and Cole, our friends, that after a heist gone wrong, should meet us here. Lou seems to know something about them. If you push Lou about the information she's skipping, she's going to be annoyed, and that will lower your approval with her and limit your potential romance options.
Hold on, hotshot. I own the info. I choose how to deliver it.
This is 100%. Bro, this is 100%.
All right. They were ambushed at Secubot offices. They knew
us and are waiting outside the bar. System of Pathfinder 2nd Edition with 3 actions per turn. Lou already starts in a very good place. She's a support character, so it's better for her to stay behind. She will use the ability Get Them to give a bonus to Sterling when he attacks a specific character, and then shoot again.
I feel like he made this entire trailer going over the demo in his bedroom. You can hear the echo, you know what I mean? Like, this guy made this trailer specifically for this showcase in his bedroom. That's what it sounds like.
And is to close our distance and use our energy weapon.
Oh, those animations are rough. That's rough. I like the fact that it's got third-based combat. So this is a very interesting mix of video game.
For combat, we decided to stay away from a grid-based system that gave the feeling of a tabletop simulator.
Time for my close-up.
This is it. The team is in full production to release the first 10 hours in early access for summer next year. We cannot wait to show you more. Thanks for watching.
Wait. The first 10 hours of the game, summer of next year? So you're not even going to release... Wait a second. So you only got 10 hours that you're going to release next year summer. You're not even releasing it this year summer? Bro, that's crazy, man. You're showing this game way too early. That's what I'm saying. Like, what would have hurt? Like, what would have hurt you to wait maybe another year? You could have waited till 2027 January, but the game had a lot more progress to it, looked a lot cleaner, ran a lot smoother, had much more to show, And then you could have said dropping this summer, first 10 hours of the game. That would make a lot of sense. But for you to announce this shit in 26 and you got a whole nother year and a half when the game clearly needs more work. I think the reason why they're doing it is they're hoping to get more investors probably because this game, has a Kickstarter or whatever. So they're probably trying to announce it now to try to get people to invest more money into it so that they can finish the game because otherwise they're probably not going to be able to. I really think that's what it is. Otherwise, if you have the money to make the game already, I would wait before you show the final, I don't know. I have no idea. Anyway, it looked okay. I like the turn-based combat, obviously. I definitely like the turn-based combat. People are going to forget about it. Yeah, if they get a little bit more Kickstarter support, then I guess it works for them, We don't know when the video was made only. I gotta imagine if it's anything like any other showcase, this video was probably made within the last month or so. They don't make these showcases a year in advance, bro. Like they don't make these video showcases a year in advance. They usually make them within a month before the show, especially when it's a small show like this. This is a brand new showcase. So we only just found out about this showcase a couple of weeks ago when it went semi-viral on Twitter. Although I really think that was kind of fake, but anyway, it's besides the point. All right. Last month was last year. Fuck you, Chief Daniel. All right, you and your technicalities. Nobody's asking. I'm just kidding, bro. You know what? That's fine. You got me on that. I respect it. All right, let's gaming is suffering. I don't know if gaming is suffering, man. We got a lot of good games. And you know what it is too? I'll say this. I think creativity is coming back to gaming. I really do. I think creativity is coming back to gaming. Personally, I think that, especially from indie, obviously, and I think that it's only a matter of time before we see the next breakout genre. Like right now, the breakout genre is roguelite. Everything's a fucking roguelite. Everything's got cards. Everything is basically the same. And gaming is really looking for its next breakout genre, whatever that may be. And I feel like with all this creativity, I think we're definitely going to see a breakout genre pretty soon. Whatever that may be. So we'll see. It's not going to be from AAA. I think it's going to come from indie, and then AAA is going to want to copy it. Like usual. So, yes, it has cards. Everybody's got cards. All right, let's get some topics, man. Guys, I know you're so excited to hear this, so I wanted to share this with you. All right, hold on to your seats. Try to contain yourselves. Please, contain your excitement. Avowed is coming to PS5, boys. Avowed is coming to PS5, guys. We are excited. We are excited to announce this. So happy for my PS5 brothers out there that watched all of us on PC and Xbox have a glorious time with this video game when it initially released. You too now get to enjoy the glory that is Avowed, and you'll be able to play it on PS5. I know you're excited. See, look at you guys. You guys are so excited in the chat. Come on, look at this. This is amazing. You can't even contain your excitement. It's insane. Yeah, look at that. Look at it. Deku leaders jumping around. Look at that. Avowed is coming to PS5. The release date is official. Okay. Wait, what?
Holy shit.
February 17, 2025. Like, all right, bro, listen. Like, I understand. You want to be the first one. You want to be the first one to write an article. I understand, but there's no way that you're making this much money from an Avowed article that you had to rush it and you couldn't even ensure in the first fucking paragraph that your typo for 25, like, are we serious right now? And keep in mind, guys, I love catching the typos, not because I care, but because they care, right? They care so much that they usually like attack other YouTubers when YouTubers like they'll attack our titles, they'll attack our thumbnails, they'll make fun of the way that our titles are and how we put certain words in all caps and shit. Meanwhile, these people can't even ensure that their fucking AI written article doesn't have a typo in it. It's not a typo technically. It actually is a typo. The game is coming out February 17, 2026. They put 25. What's the Code Vein? I can't wait. We need to talk about Code Vein actually. Where are the editors? They're fired. They're fired. That's what it is. That's the problem. So the editors that were in charge of all the journalists, they're fired. Their editors are now AI, right? AI is making the article for them. And they're supposed to be checking it, but they're not checking it because they're all caring about just putting out as many articles as possible. The same people that complain about YouTubers putting out as many videos as possible, they're trying to put out as many articles as possible, and they can't even check the first fucking sentence. It's literally the first sentence. Anyway, Avowed is coming to PlayStation 5 on February 17, 2026. So those of you that are in the chat that are PS5 primary gamers, please ensure that you guys pick this game up on day one so that you can have the same amount of fun that we all had when the game released on PC and Xbox. I know you want to. I know you want to. Don't fucking lie to me. Don't lie to me. I can't wait to see you guys have fun. It's going to be great. All right, that was a fast topic. Let's go to the next one. id Software could, in fact, be returning to Quake. Now, this is more serious, okay? The Avowed one was a joke. This is more serious. So, id Software could, in fact, be returning to Quake. Now, if you guys are old school gamers like I am, you're probably going to have quite a bit of experience with Quake. I think a lot of old school gamers, especially old school PC gamers, are going to have a lot of experience with Quake. And I think it's pretty exciting at the idea of them coming back to Quake. Now, obviously, you're going to have people that remember the days of Quake and Doom and all that stuff. But, I don't know if modern day developers have the ability to capture what made Quake so special back in the day. But Quake was a lot of fucking fun, right? Duke Nukem made Afraid to Know Quake. Bro, I'm telling you, man, I think it would be really sick. A new report by Windows Central, which talks about Xbox's plans in 2026, discussed the rumors about id Software returning to Quake or Hexen, as Microsoft now owns all of the rights to both of the franchises. There's a chance that we could hear about these games at Bethesda's QuakeCon event. However, if it is a big reveal, then it might be featured during the Xbox showcase. Regardless, players should take this information with a grain of salt. How long has it been since Quake, bro? Let me guess, a 50-90 minimum? That would be insane. How long has it been since Quake? When was the last... Hold on, let me look it up. When was the last Quake... It's been a long time. Quake game released. Let me see. The last new mainline Quake game released was Quake Champions, which fully launched on August 18, 2022. Shit, I didn't even know about that. God damn. After years in early access, though, several remastered versions of older titles also appeared, including the original Quake in 21 and Quake 2 in 23 on consoles. Damn. Holy shit. I had no idea. I had no idea about that last one. Quake Champions. I'm going to have to look that up later. But regardless, it's been a while. It's been a while since we got real Quake. So I think it'll be pretty exciting to get some Quake back into the first-person shooter ecosphere. What we need is to shake things up, right? Right now, there is a certain monopoly that is being had by some franchises in the first-person shooter scene. I know it's not really fair to call it a monopoly because it's like 3 franchises, but still, right? The first-person shooter genre boils down to essentially, like realistically, if you want to put Apex in there, I guess you can, but realistically, it's Counter-Strike, it's Battlefield, and it's Call of Duty, right? Like those are the 3 franchises that are pretty massive, right? and they control a lot of the first-person shooter ecosphere. But yes, like Apex Legends is still pretty big, although it's on the decline. So that's why I wouldn't necessarily put it in the same breath as those three. But I guess you can, really, from the numbers. From a numbers perspective, I guess you can. So those games really dominate, but we need more. We need a lot more games in there that are going to be shaking it up a little bit, personally. But, you know, Microsoft and their modern day developers and what they're able to do and not do to be able to properly make a Quake game, I don't know. I just don't feel like they have it in them. But I guess if id Software is behind it, then I guess it's not so bad. So we'll see. Yeah, not you, Marathon. Definitely not Marathon. Did you guys see? Sorry, I had to call up. Did you guys see the Marathon gameplay? Oh my God, bro. Hold on. Can I find that? Did I save that? Let me see. I wasn't going to show that today, but let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Marathon. This shit looks so fucking generic and bad, bro. Look at this new clip that they showcased today. Hold on. Look at this. Check this out. I found it. Hold on. Watch this. Here we go.
Up.
Help me out.
I'm coming. Is first wipe of all tests? No, not yet. Up, yep.
Eyes on the runner.
Oh, I'm self-res. Behind you. Oh, on me.
Yeah, self-res.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. This has to be one of the ugliest fucking games I think I've seen in a long time. Seriously, it's like this shit looks so. How does something that looks so weird look so generic? How is that even possible? Like you have such a weird art style, and yet you look like such a generic fucking shooter. And you are trying to be this like hot new extraction shooter. Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, so I don't know if you saw that, but now you saw it. So congrats. Sorry to ruin your eyes there. All right, let's talk about something funny. Ubisoft never fails. Ubisoft, we didn't get to talk about this yesterday. My bad on that. Who talks like that on voice chat in games? People who are getting paid to make a game look more exciting than it actually is. Anytime you see these gameplay clips that are uploaded by these companies that are trying to make their multiplayer game look like the next most exciting thing ever, they always have some of the most forced reactions that you're gonna hear on the communications, and it happens like that all the time, literally all the time. Anyway, so Ubisoft. Another L for Ubisoft, boys. Now, Ubisoft just recently closed down their Halifax studio. But the weird thing is that this happened after the employees apparently voted to unionize, which is going to cause some major legal troubles, I think, for Ubisoft, unless they have some sort of a legal out, which I'm sure they do if they decided to fire all these people. Sorry, I had to cough. If they decided to fire all these people, I'm sure they have some sort of legal out. But you have the journalists that were running the story that they were trying to essentially union bust. It's actually a similar story to the Grand Theft Auto situation. Remember when we were talking about Rockstar and how they were supposedly allegedly trying to union bust by firing the people? They fired like 30 people and claimed they were leaking information and all that kind of shit on Discord and everything like that. Well, they're making the same similar claims here with Ubisoft. And you know what I find to be interesting? How all of these studios are now suddenly trying to unionize. And the reason why they're doing that is because the developers that felt very comfortable telling gamers not to buy the product if they didn't like their politics. The developers that were very comfortable telling gamers to fuck off if they didn't like the ideology that was being pushed in a lot of video games. The community managers that were comfortable calling the gamers bigots and banning them from Discord that are meant to build communities, right? All these people that were very comfortable with their jobs, in 2024, 2025, and 2026 realize that their jobs are not comfortable anymore. Their jobs are on the line. They had over 50,000 layoffs in 2 years. And because of that, they decided that now unionizing is the way they're going to fight against the impending layoffs that they know are coming. The people that felt super safe at their jobs suddenly don't feel safe anymore. And now they all have to unionize, or at least they feel that way anyway. That's how I see it personally. Because before the layoffs were happening, these people were talking all kinds of shit, right? They were talking all kinds of fucking nonsense. But now they realize that, oh no, you guys are definitely on the chopping block. So they're trying to unionize, and they're trying to establish unions before the impending layoffs, so that way they have more rights or whatever as an employee, and it makes them harder to get fired. That's basically what's going on here. So now that all that is being said, the accusations of union busting are here, but there has been a statement that was given by the CWA of Canada, and they said the following. In a release provided to Insider Gaming, the union says that it will pursue every legal recourse to protect the members within the studios. In Canada, it is unlawful for a business to close because its workers decide to unionize. But again, you don't know if that's true. See, that's the thing. This union is assuming that Ubisoft fell to this studio because of unionization, but you have no proof of that, right? You're going to have to go through all these lawsuits. You're going to have to go through discovery. You're going to have to see if there's proof of that. Chances are there's no proof of that. If Ubisoft is smart, which I don't think they are, but I think their legal team might be, at least at the very minimum, you would have to see if they have proof of that, right? While we are not saying that this is what happened here, now we're backtracking. We will be demanding information from Ubisoft about the reason for the sudden decision to close. Okay, so what if it's down to performance? Because that's exactly what they're going to say. They're going to say it's performance. They're going to say it's lack of cash. They're going to say it's due to underperformance in other avenues, whatever. You know what? Hold on. What was the Ubisoft Halifax studio in charge of? Let's see. Let's see what I find. Oh, okay. So the Ubisoft Halifax studio specialized in mobile games, notably developing the running live operations for Assassin's Creed Rebellion and working on Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Mobile, focusing on free-to-play titles, but was recently closed by Ubisoft as part of a company-wide restructuring. So they deemed you as not necessary. They deemed you as not. You guys are making mobile games. Are those games even profitable? Are they even profitable, bro? Like, does anybody know? Let's see. Let's look at this. How successful was Assassin's Creed Rebellion? Let's see. See, the problem is that if you Google it, they're going to tell you every game is successful. Very rarely will they ever admit that a game's a flop. Yeah, Assassin's Creed Rebellion was a successful mobile spin-off, generally praised by critics and players for its unique mechanics and approach to the free-to-play model. It would eventually face criticism typical of long-running mobile grind games. So yeah, eventually the game probably died. I have to imagine. Listen, man. Oh, look at the first post that I see is somebody on Reddit talking about how bad the monetization is. Which, is anybody shocked by that, considering that it is Ubisoft? Just a heads up, Assassin's Creed Rebellion monetization is quite bad. Just to give an example, the first live event is mathematically impossible to complete without huge amounts of money. You need 1 million points for the last reward, and if you were to do the highest paying mission, you would get 7,000 points for 25 energy. You need 100 energy per day. So that's a cap of 28,000 per day. Let's be generous to say 30,000 per day looting chests. The live event is 10 days long. That's a total of 300,000 points maximum you could get without putting money. You see? So you can't even do. You need 1 million points, and the max you could get is 300,000. So you got to spend the other 700,000 to get the fucking 1 million points, of course, to try to get you money. Why am I not surprised? So again, when you have practices like that, chances are the game was not successful. Chances are the game fucking died. And I have to imagine the same thing happened to the other game. So you could try to claim it's union busting, and again, they walked it back, right? You cannot put. Listen, you cannot. It's amazing that a legal team did this, right? How can you be a union that is going to pursue all legal recourse and you literally fucking lied, whether knowingly or not? You lied in your first statement. You cannot say that it is unlawful for a business to close because its workers decide to unionize, which is implying that that's exactly what Ubisoft did. And then in the next sentence say, well, we don't know if that's what happened. What the fuck? You can't do that. I can't believe you're making me defend Ubisoft here. I feel disgusting. I feel disgusting right now. Anyway, we will pursue every legal recourse to ensure that the rights of these workers are respected and not infringed in any way, she said. We will be looking for Ubisoft to show us that this had nothing to do with the employees joining a union. The workers, their families, the people in Nova Scotia, and all of us who love video games made in Canada deserve nothing less. Guys, you know, I have my opinions on unions. I've always had my opinions on unions. And I know some of you guys love unions in my chat, and that's okay. Some unions are actually good. A lot of them are bad, but some of them can be good from what I've seen. But what I will say is that a lot of them speak out of their ass in order to justify the amount of money they're taking from people per check. And I feel like this is exactly what's happening here. They know for damn sure that they're not going to be able to do a fucking thing about this. But because they were getting paid by the people, they want to make sure that they look as good as possible. That's really what it is. They're not going to be able to do a fucking thing to stop Ubisoft from destroying this studio. If the studio was not bringing in money, and I assure you, considering how Ubisoft is doing elsewhere and their earnings call, I highly doubt these games were bringing in a lot of money. I highly doubt it. So, I mean, we will see. 71 people lost their job at the closure of this studio. 71 people. So, there you go. And apparently, out of those 71 people, 61 of them decided that they wanted to join the Game and Media Workers Guild of Canada, which is a union. The certification for the union came on December 18, 2025. It was branded as the Ubisoft Workers of Canada, Halifax. So they were, in fact, unionized before they got shut down. So that's where the legal discrepancy is going to come from, right? I don't know what the laws are in Canada, so I'm going to leave it up to the Canadian lawyers. But I got to imagine that's not a good look. If they just got unionized on the 18th and you shut them down a couple of weeks later, that's a bad look. Especially since it was official and everything. That's a bad look. But I guess we'll find out as time goes on. Ubisoft has like 5 lawsuits right now that are currently happening all at the same time. Don't forget, guys, the Crew lawsuit is still happening. Everybody seems to forget that the Crew, the game that started Stop Killing Games, is still in a lawsuit right now. So, but we will see what happens from this. Ubisoft did make a statement. They said over the past 24 months, Ubisoft has undertaken company-wide actions to streamline operations, improve efficiency, and reduce costs. As part of this, Ubisoft has made the difficult decision to close its Halifax studio. 71 positions will be affected. We are committed to supporting all impacted team members during the transition with resources, including comprehensive severance packages and additional career assistance. So there you go. And it's not like they're just making this up, because they have been downsizing massively over the last year to year and a half. They've been firing studios. They've been firing employees. We've been seeing it happen. So the union can't come out and say, oh, you're targeting the Halifax studio. They've been doing this with many studios. They've closed down like 4 or 5 studios now. I think probably more than that. It's ridiculous, man. Anyway, so that's it for the Ubisoft story. I just wanted to cover that. I didn't get to cover that yesterday. Sorry, I had to cough. Okay. We got more. Oh, yeah. So fast topic. We got more virtue signaling on AI. You guys know the game Manalords? I'm pretty sure you guys have heard the game Manalords. Well, the chief behind that studio of Manalords has decided to make his statement. And I told you guys, in 2026, we are going to see the heads of these studios come out one by one, and they're going to make their public statements about whether or not they're going to bend the knee to the journalists who are all angry at AI, or are they going to tell them to fuck off? They're all going to start one by one by one. We already have been seeing it. It started with Larian and Expedition 33, and all these other indie developers started coming out. We're going to have all of these studios make their statements, and they're going to make the line in the sand of which side that they're on, right? So it looks like the CEO of Mana Lords, the publisher Hooded Horse, has decided to make his stand, and he is joining the journalists. He said, I fucking hate generative AI art. If we're publishing the game, no fucking AI assets, bitch. Wow. What stunning and bravery, man. I mean, I am taken back by the amount of bravery. That is amazing. He called generative AI cancerous. It's a cancer. Nice. Interesting. So he says the following. He told Kotaku, which I'm not surprised, so there you go. I fucking hate generative AI art. It has made my life more difficult in so many ways. Suddenly it invests shit in a way it shouldn't. It is now written into our contracts. If we're publishing the game, no fucking AI. So now he has it in their contracts that if he's going to publish the game, you're not allowed to use AI. You are not allowed to assist your production of your video game. You're not allowed to do any of that. You have to make your game the way that he wants you to make it, which is very interesting. Otherwise, that's it. You can't partner with them. Banning AI art is easier said than done, as some studios, Larian and Sandfall, to name a couple of high-profile examples, have taken to using Gen AI in pre-production to speed things along. To help counter that, Bender says he urges developers to not use generative AI anywhere, even just for placeholders. Oh, I mean, no offense to Mana Lords, but you're not exactly on the same level as these other studios. So, I mean, this is where we're at. These guys, you know what they're doing, right? They're like recruiting. They're recruiting an army. They're recruiting people to try to fight against what they know is an impossible fight to win. And instead of learning how to utilize the tool to better help them, they just want to pretend like it doesn't exist. And that's not going to get you very far. You can pretend like it will, but eventually you're going to be so outpaced that it's not even funny. Nobody's believing all this performative nonsense, right? Nobody believes you when you're out here like, fuck generative AI. I will never use that. It's a cancer. It's evil. Like, nobody believes you, bro. Nobody believes you at all. Because you utilize AI in other aspects of your production. And I'm telling you right now, the moment AI is accepted by the journalists, the moment AI is accepted by the mainstream narrative, you know what's going to happen? All these people who are like, oh, fuck AI, they're going to be like, you know, I utilized AI and it actually does help a lot. And while we do try to limit it, you know, it is very helpful. We have started to dabble. They're going to suddenly change their tune. Guaranteed. It happens all the time. And it's going to happen here as well. Doesn't spell check count as AI? Again, they're talking about generative AI, and they're talking about it from an art perspective. They're not talking about the AI that they utilize now. I'll put it to you like this. I'll make it as simple as I can. If Donald Trump were to come out and say that AI is completely shit and he's trying to ban it, these journalists and these developers would suddenly treat AI like it's the next coming of Jesus. I'm not even kidding. They would be like, this is the best thing ever. Everybody needs to use this right now. They don't give a fuck about the AI. They only care about hating something that they know is going to come for their jobs. That's all it is. And that's all it's ever going to be. But you know they would do that. The narrative will I swear to God, dude, the narrative would fucking flip instantaneously. Faster than you could turn on and turn off a light bulb. It'll be so quick. You would have articles 2 to 3 times a day from every single outlet talking about, you know what, we were wrong about AI. That would be the literal title that would be the title of the articles. They would be like, we were wrong about AI. And they will tell you to embrace it because Trump doesn't like it. Sometimes you have to utilize Trump to do reverse psychology on these fucking idiots, you know? But in any case, that's just where we're at. And like I said, we're going to have these studios come out here, make their statements. They're going to pick sides. They're going to say who they're with, right? And here's what he said. Some people will have this thought like they never wanted to let it in the game, but they'll think it could be a placeholder in this prototype build, he said. But if that gets done, of course, it's a chance that it slips through, because it only takes one of those slipping through in some build and not getting replaced or something. Because of that, we're constantly having to watch and deal with it and try to prevent it from slipping in. Hey, yo, pause, because it's cancerous. As unlikely as that sounds, it has happened, and more than once. Ubisoft had to quickly make changes to Anno 117 after placeholder art mistakenly made it into the live version of the game. Again, I don't think it mistakenly made it into the live version of the game. I think they wanted to put it in there, and you guys made such a big deal that they had to quickly make art that wasn't AI, and then they put it in the game. In a much higher profile case, Expedition 33, one of the biggest games of 25, lost 2 wins at the Indie Game Awards. Who gives a fuck? Nobody cares about the Indie Game Awards. Nobody fucking cares, bro. So please, guys, if you're in the live stream chat right now, I need all of you to spam the not so, I swear to God, made with AI Donald Trump emojis in the honor of these journalists. Make sure you guys spam the definitely not made with AI Donald Trump emojis. I'm sorry, I had to cough. Spam those emojis as a testament to us not caring, because that's really what it is. That's really what it is. I cannot wait. If we unlock another emoji, I can't wait to make the Steam numbers don't matter one. I'm super excited about that. And it's definitely not going to be made with AI. I promise you. 100% not going to be made with AI. Look at the flood of Donald Trump emojis. Holy shit, that's amazing. Take some cough drops. I can't, because the last thing people want to hear me is trying to eat a cough drop on stream. It's not going to exactly be very pleasant. All right, let's go to the next topic really quick. We're getting through them. So the Witcher 3 DLC rumors have picked up. And this is a rumor that has been around for a long time. Okay? We've been talking about this rumor for quite a while. And it is picking up steam now more than ever. And the reason why is because obviously we all know Witcher 4 is coming out. Right? And similar to Witcher 2 with Witcher 3, they're talking about having one last massive DLC, something that's going to bridge the gap, right, between Witcher 3 and Witcher 4. So, first reported on the rumors of a Witcher 3 DLC back at the tail end of 2025, after a Polish financial analyst and a known leaker said separately that a surprise new expansion is in the works. And while that DLC remains firmly in the realm of hopes and dreams for now, with a new year upon us, I'm here to tell you that the foundation of that rumor has grown somewhat stronger. There are 2 big reasons for this. The first one comes from IGN Poland, which said earlier this week with Google Translation that it heard first about this new expansion from someone who has repeatedly provided us with reliable insider information years ago. IGN Poland said that it didn't publish anything about it at the time because the information all came from a single source. That's how actual... Oh, look at that! Who do you think... Bro, who wrote this? Andy Chalk. Okay. All right. Who do you think they're going after with this? All the information came from a single source, so we did a report on it. That's how actual journalism works. Bro, these people are so obsessed with YouTubers that it's not even funny. It is not even funny, bro. They're so obsessed. But in the light of these rumors, it's opted to make the story public. Are you sure about this, by the way? Because I am almost positive. Correct me if I'm wrong, ladies and gentlemen, but I have done a lot of streams where I have covered rumors from journalists, right? And their sources are one person. One person. Or even worse, their sources are one tweet, one Reddit post, one Reddit comment. Like, that's their sources. And they'll make a whole fucking article about it. So I think you are coping and seething hardcore about this because you're going to say that that's how journalism works, but you have literally done exactly that. And then the funny thing is now what they're doing is they'll talk about one tweet, one Reddit post, one whatever, and they won't even link it. They won't even link it. They won't even take the screenshot, nothing. They would say sources say, or they'll say social posts say. Social posts is a new thing now. Oh yeah, it's a salty fucking comment. Absolutely. This is beyond salty. These people fucking hate us, bro. They hate us. If they could kill us, they would. I genuinely believe that. 100%. If they could kill us, they would. But unfortunately for them, they're too much of a fucking pussy to do anything. IGN Poland said its source at the time claimed the new expansion would take players to the far-off desert of Zerrikania, which is mentioned in passing at a few points in the Witcher games. Zerrikania is also different enough from the Witcher kingdoms. We already know that it could be a place where, for instance, Ciri could successfully undergo the trial of the grasses, which is commonly believed to kill girls who attempted, although the Witcher author Andres clarified in 25 that he never said in his books that women can survive the process, and in fine fashion, he doesn't care either way. So basically, he sold himself off, right? He doesn't have a say. It doesn't matter. He sold himself off for cheap to CD Projekt Red, and they could do whatever the fuck they want to do with the lore. So when he says he doesn't care, it's because he can't care. He sold off all his rights to do that. He can't care. He actually cannot care. Right? So he knows, and everybody knows, that women have never been witchers. Sorry, I had to cough again. The only times a woman has ever been a witcher was in a non-canon board game, tabletop game, whatever the fuck it was. That's the only time there was ever a female school of witchers. Otherwise, there were no female witchers, especially in the main story. At least from the normal sense of, like, you know, trial the grasses, passing the actual, you know, all that. But again, he'll say what he's going to say because he's already sold himself. That's it. He's already sold himself. It is what it is. So, thanks, Benjamin. I appreciate that. So let's scroll down. Even so, given the difficulty of making new witchers, the process has been largely lost. And even when it was active, it was incredibly dangerous for candidates, killing 7 out of the 10 boys. Having Ciri go through the same but different mutation process is very distant, more advanced realm makes reasonable narrative sense. I had to cough again. Sorry, it's getting bad. So, listen, at this point, it would make sense for them to do a DLC to bridge the gap. But I understand also why they wouldn't do it, because I think what they want is they want to save all of this as a surprise for The Witcher 4. They know that curiosity is going to kill the cat, right? They know that by keeping this information private, by holding it back, that if they can keep that to their chest, that people are going to want to buy the game to see exactly what's going to happen. Some people won't, and they'll wait for a review, but they know if they keep it to their chest, they'll sell more copies. If they explain in a DLC how Ciri becomes a Witcher, that's going to ruin the surprise. And that's going to make people probably not want to pick it up now. You know, you can't ruin the surprise. So they have to do it. They have to keep it as a surprise. Ciri's already so powerful, it's reading this. Yeah, technically by becoming a Witcher, I mean, forgive me, I know a decent amount about The Witcher, but I'm not like a fucking lore expert. But forgive me if I'm wrong. Unless they change something, which they probably will. But by becoming a Witcher, she essentially depowers herself in a way. Right? Because she was more powerful. She just didn't have control over her magic. Right? She had no control over her magic. So becoming a Witcher essentially really does degrade her powers in a way. But they would have to explain it. We have no idea what they're going to do. So we'll kind of see how that goes. Right? Because people will be like, oh, she's already a trained Witcher. No, she's not. She trained as a Witcher. She knows their combat style. She knows how they are, but she hasn't undergone the trial of the grasses. She's not an actual fucking Witcher. There is a difference between training as a Witcher and actually being a Witcher. You know what I mean? But anyway, none of this, like, talking about it makes no sense because we have no idea how they're going to change it to allow her to become an actual real Witcher. So until that, she could end up having control over her magic as becoming a Witcher or what. I don't know. I have no idea what the fuck they're gonna do. So we'll see. Because my thing is like, if she has control over her magic and she becomes a Witcher, wouldn't she be OP as fuck? At least like with Geralt, as badass as he was, when he was facing off against a massive monster or a creature that was very powerful, he knew that he could fucking die. Right? He knew like if he fucked up even once, that he could die. And he had to use alchemy and everything to prepare for that battle. He had to know exactly what that monster was, their weaknesses and their strengths and everything. He had to be knowledgeable about everything before he went into any battle. Otherwise, he absolutely could get fucked, you know? Even though he was, such a badass and everything like that. So, Geralt calls her a Witcher, though, is because that's his way of calling her family. You got to understand, the Witchers essentially raised her up until the point she was a teenager. And then at that point, well, I mean, again, the lore is different depending on where you're going with it. But at that point, they kind of passed her off to the sorceresses, in the hopes that they could help train her to use her magic. That didn't exactly work very well. But she knew how to fight as a Witcher. And they always called her a Witcher because that's the way of including her in their family. They took care of her. They took her in. So of course they're going to say that. But you are not a Witcher by definition. By the actual definition of the Trial of the Grasses and everything like that. But again, all that changes now that she actually is going to take the trial. So it all depends. We doing all this talking means nothing. Because, again, we have no idea how they're going to change that, right? We have no idea. So until we know that, then we really, all this is just speculation. So we'll see. Ciri was like a daughter to Geralt. Yeah, essentially. You could call her like a soul daughter in a sense. Like they were destined for each other in a way, basically. Okay, so anyway, that's enough of that. But again, I think a DLC would be cool only in the sense to get people hyped for The Witcher 4. But I don't think they should put any story elements in there. Otherwise, you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. Does that make sense? Like if you put story elements that are very important for Witcher 4 in Witcher 3 as a DLC, you're also excluding a lot of people that they maybe not want to pay for the DLC unless it's free. If it's free, that's something different. But if people don't pay for the DLC, then they're going to miss something important. That's kind of gay, right? You don't want to do that. So I don't know. We'll see. We will see how that goes. All right. Let me X out of that. Hold on. Let me X out of this. And all right, let's get to the last one. Dragonquest. Let's talk about Dragonquest, man. This shit is ridiculous. So ridiculous. Do you think this affects Witcher 4 sales? I think Witcher is a strong enough franchise where the first 3 games are going to carry. I kind of look at it like Borderlands, right? I look at Witcher 4 as Borderlands, like Borderlands 4, where I think it's still going to sell a good amount, more than a good amount. But I also believe that it's going to probably sell less than Witcher 3. And then, of course, they're going to come up with some cope or some excuse as to why that's happening. But I do believe that it's going to be very similar, where it's not going to kill the franchise, obviously. I think there's more than enough Witcher fans out there that are going to want to buy the game because people love it and they're going to want to play. And it all depends on the gameplay. It really does. It depends on the gameplay, and it depends on how they explain Ciri becoming a Witcher. If they botch it, if it feels lazy, if it feels forced, if it feels pandering, if it feels any of that, then people are going to be turned off. Otherwise, I think they definitely have something there. It's going to be successful. So we'll see. Now, Witcher 5? I don't know about that. Witcher 5 is going to be what Borderlands 4 was to Borderlands 3. Borderlands 3, as bad as that game was, sold like fucking hotcakes off of the back of Borderlands 2, which is why Borderlands 4 only sold half or less than half of what Borderlands 3 sold. And that's because it didn't have the hype from 3 like 3 had from 2. And I think Witcher 4 is going to be Borderlands 3, meaning it's going to sell off of the hype from 3. Excuse me. It's going to sell from the hype from 3. And then depending on how 4 is, if 4 is bad, then you're going to have a really bad Witcher 5. Does that make sense? You're going to have a really bad Witcher 5 at that point. So that's when you're going to see the degradation of the franchise. But until then, we won't really know anything. T-Jab says we're $14 away from tier 2. Holy shit. And that's because of this absolute fucking legend. Let me go over super chats really quick. Hold on. We got Rhonda with a 189. Says, somebody give me holy water, please. I'm dying now. Uh-oh. Don't die on us. We got Dark Today for 8 months. Says, end scene roll credits. Bravery is amazing, isn't it? We got Odin Dark with a 2. AI is on an Avengers level threat to the journalists. Yep. That is accurate. Accurate. Mr. Melancholy with a 5 in the trials. Don't they get neutered in a sense? They do. Hold on. They do. They lose their fertility. But to also be fair, the sorceresses also lose their fertility. So it kind of really doesn't matter, right? Also, does Ciri have far superior powers already? So why neuter herself for lesser powers? Again, we don't know, because we don't know how they're going to explain that, right? So we don't know if her becoming a Witcher allows her to maintain her powers, because in all actuality, like, you realize that signs are basically, the Witcher signs are basically very weak. It's very weak magic, right? Like, it's not even close to sorceress's magic at all. So why would you want to run around utilizing Igni, right? Why would you want to run around using signs when you're a fucking sorceress, essentially, and you can you have incredible magic power? Like what the fuck is the point of that? You know, so that's where, like, I get confused, and I really want them to explain that, but I just already know that it's not going to happen. It's going to be such a bullshit explanation. It's going to be like some Yu-Gi-Oh! Heart of the Cards bullshit. It just is. And then we got our cuz with the 20 membership.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
Shout out to our cuz. 20 membership hyperbanger. You got to tell me what clip you want, my man. Tell me what clip you want, my man. I appreciate that. 20 fucking memberships. That's going to help us get to our membership goal. Trying to get the Steam numbers don't matter emoji. We're trying, man. We're trying. Thank you, brother. And then Dr. Spike with a very specific $14.78. And he says tier 2. Shout out to all you guys a little bit later than we have been over the last few days, but that's okay, because we still fucking did it anyway, boys. 224 tier 2s in a row. Insane. Insane. Thank you guys so much for the legendary support. Shout out to our cuz, Dr. Spike. Our cuz says he wants Asians for the old man cat. All right, fine. Consider it done.
Oh my god, it's a red boy hyperbanger.
Shout out to our cuz. I appreciate you, my man. Thank you for that. And then we got Ron DFK with a 2. Ordered a Steam Deck since Asus price hiked insanely. Bro, everybody getting their Steam Decks. You fucking love to see it, bro. That is awesome. Congrats, Ron DFK. And then look at this fucking legend, bro. The Bushmeister Actual dropping a 10 membership mega bet.
Let's fucking go! It's a membership banger!
And I saw this. I saw him asking for Kiryu. You know what? He's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. We're gonna have Kiryu twice in one stream. Shout out to the Bushmeister. I appreciate you, my man. Thank you so much for the 10 membership mega banger. What a fucking legend, bro. Thank you for that. All right. Let's hold on. Let's get into the final topic because we are getting felted on time. So this one's a little bit simpler. Thank you again, the Bushmeister. I appreciate that, dude. This one's a little bit simpler. This is the Square Enix story. But again, guys, we kind of reported on this before. But the reason why we're reporting on this again is because they're doubling down. They're doubling down. They are demanding that players who have early access to Dragonquest Reimagined, they are demanding that people do not spoil the game. Now, keep in mind, this article makes it sound a lot simpler than it actually was. Because when they were demanding people not to spoil the game, they were threatening copyright strikes against YouTubers. Okay? They were threatening copyright strikes, takedowns. They were threatening legal action. That is how fucking psycho that they are. And it makes you wonder, why are you threatening all of this on a game that is 25 years old? Why are you doing this? How, like, everybody should know that the ending of this game already. I mean, it just kind of doesn't make sense. So what did you do? That's really my question, right? What the fuck did you do? What did you do to the ending of this game that you don't want people to know about it? There's something really weird about that, right? Am I the only one thinking that there's something really fucking weird about that? Right? That's super fucking sus, in my opinion. Even the journalists don't agree with this. Square Enix asks early access players to not to spoil a remake of a 25-year-old game. On the one hand, there are changes to the main storyline, but on the other hand, are you kidding me? With respect, people are simply going to do it. That's exactly what it is. You can't stop the internet. I don't understand why these people, and you know what I noticed? A lot of Japanese companies do this, and I think it's because of a culture difference. I think it's because they don't have copyright laws out there. I'm sorry, no, they don't have fair use laws out there. That's what I meant to say. They don't have fair use laws out there. So because of that, the culture is a little bit different. They're a lot more restrictive on this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, if you're releasing these video games internationally, there's no way you're going to stop the fucking world, bro. There's no way that you are going to stop the world from seeing somebody play your game or seeing the ending of the game or whatever. Like, if that's the case, then why are you giving people early access? If you want to avoid early spoilers, and that's really what you care about, which I don't think that's what it is, but anyway, if you want to avoid that, then don't give people early access. Let everybody play at the exact same time so people can all find out at the exact same time. If you're giving people early access, you are inherently going to run into this problem. It's only a matter of time. This is the internet. You can't stop it from happening. And if you guys don't know, the Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined just got a demo. I saw Cassie playing it the other day. Seemed okay for the most part. I know the game has some issues with the censorship, and it has story changes. So I don't know exactly what story, like what elements were changed, but I know there is some of that. It's about 3 hours total, and it lets you carry over the save into the primary game. But Square Enix will give with one hand and take with the other, because if you happen to get the game early via its digital deluxe edition, it has given you commandments not to spoil things for anybody on streaming services. You might point out that Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined is a remake. You might point out that it's a remake of a game that's over 25 years old, with the original game coming out in Japan in 2000. You would be correct about both these assumptions, but for a moment, I like to play advocate here. There are things that could be spoiled, including, as this post from Old Square states, as well as streamlining the original tale for better pacing, deeper character development, and the team has also added entirely new storylines to the playthrough. Bro. So they openly admit that they have completely changed the story and also added in new story elements. This could be a good thing. This could be a bad thing. But at the end of the day, it's still a remake of a game that is 25 years old. This is like if Square Enix went out there and told people not to spoil the ending of Final Fantasy VII Remake, which in my opinion, they probably should have. The ending should have got spoiled early so that you could have avoided the bait and switch buy that a lot of people fell for, which is why Final Fantasy VII Remake is the best selling out of the remake franchises by double. It's by double because people fell for the bait and switch. And once they found out, oh, what the fuck are these whispers? Well, then that was it at that point. They lost the OGs, a lot of the OGs. Asking players to mark all content that includes details of major plot developments with a clear spoiler warning for a 25-year-old plot is something else. You can make the argument that players only have to do this for plot lines that are new. But I have several quibbles about that. Are we really expecting people to cross-reference what they're seeing with a 25-year-old game in real time? No. Obviously. None of this actually works none of this actually works when we're talking about what do you call it? When we're talking about in actual action, none of this works. Other requests from Square include not live streaming or posting videos or images of gameplay after the boss battle in the Malign Shrine throne room until February 5th. So there's something after that boss battle that they changed. And they don't want people to know what it is. Or something they added. When the remake releases, also, you are not permitted to create edited video content or playlists with the goal of showing only cinematic cutscenes as opposed to gameplay or listening musics from the game. So they just won't even let you do cutscene only video content. So all those YouTubers that do movies from in-game cutscenes, you're not even allowed to do that. They're going to take you down. They're going to fucking take you down. That's crazy. That is honestly crazy. Is this what we're doing now? In Japan, copyright laws surrounding the streaming of video games are far stricter. In 2023, a Japanese YouTuber was arrested for posting the ending to Steins Gate. So there's actual legal precedent for this sort of thing. So let me get this straight. So in Japan, they're gonna lock your ass up, but everywhere else, they're just gonna nuke your YouTube channel. So here's the thing. I gotta be real with you. I wanted to stream this game eventually, depending, because the game is super long, so I don't know if I was actually able to go to stream it. But had I wanted to stream it, I no longer want to anymore. Because you just proved to me that you're such a piece of shit that you're willing to take down streams of people that are playing the game in a way that you don't approve of. Don't spoil how woke the game got. I don't know if that's what it is. I just think that it could be, maybe, but I just think they're making so many changes to the story that they don't want people to know about it. And they could be woke changes. They could not be woke changes, but I don't know. All I'm saying is that Square Enix is acting extremely fucking suspicious. This is like, nobody acts this way. If you didn't change the game in any meaningful way, nobody acts this way. So that tells me that you did something really weird. And you don't want people to know about it. So, I don't know, man. And you don't want people to know about it until the 5th. Does the game officially come out on the 5th? Let me see. When does Dragon Quest Reimagined come out? The 5th. Okay. So that's what it is. So you can't post anything until the game officially comes out. So that's so interesting to me. That's really interesting to me. You did something you know Dragon Quest fans won't like. That's probably what it is. That is telling me they can't handle the backlash they're expecting. But my thing is, like, how could you fuck up Dragon Quest, bro? How could you, like, Dragon Quest has been a fairly consistent thing, which is why it's the more successful RPG in Japan versus Final Fantasy, which has been changing their game over time to a point where it's unrecognizable. Dragon Quest has been fairly consistent. So if you start pulling some fuckery, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? Oh, man, Square Enix, bro. I swear to God. I really try and hope for the best. I hope that Square Enix really does. It's just, I don't know, man. I really love this company and what they were able to make, but this company is just so fucked, bro. It really is. It really is. Can you still stream it after the 5th, though, you think? You're talking about me personally or just in general? I think in general you can. At least that's what I'm saying, but I wouldn't risk it. Why the fuck would I risk it? If you got a company out here threatening to take your YouTube channel, strike your fucking videos, strike your live streams, if you got a fucking company threatening to do that, I wouldn't want to fuck with it. No, thank you. This isn't a big deal, in my opinion. I think it is. I think the way they're acting about it is a big deal. If this wasn't a big deal, they wouldn't be threatening people. That's how I see it. If it wasn't a big deal, they wouldn't be out here threatening to take down your YouTube videos, take down your live streams, legal options. Yeah, like I'm good. I'm good. Otherwise, if it's not a big deal, then treat it like it's not a big deal. People who have early access, if you didn't want them talking about the game, streaming the game, then you shouldn't be releasing the game in early access. You know how the gaming community is. You know how gaming culture is. This tells me that you are fundamentally trying to change gaming culture that surrounds streaming video games. You're trying to change it. If you don't want people to showcase a game before the release of the game, then don't give early access to the game. That's it. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Don't give early access to the game. Otherwise, if you're going to give early access to the game, then understand that people are going to stream it, which for all intents and purposes could in fact boost sales if the game ends up being good. If people watch streamers, you know how influential streamers are now? And I'm speaking rhetorically, but like streamers are so influential and helping people understand whether they want to buy something or not. You could get a lot more sales from good streaming press. And you're choosing to ignore all of that. For what? To hold some sort of secret for a few days? Like, what the fuck what is the point of that? You think the story is that important in a 25-year-old game that you want to hold on to it for a few days? What kind of secret are you holding on to? It just doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense. If this was a brand new game, I could at least say, okay, I understand where you're coming from. You're still wrong. You shouldn't do early access if you don't want people streaming your game early. But I can at least understand it's a brand new game. You want to hold some secrets. Okay, whatever. It's a fucking remake of a 25-year-old game, bro. What are we doing? I think you could relax a little on that. You know what I mean? Like, let's relax. Because the way that they're acting is a super red flag, in my opinion. That's how I view it. So everybody can think what they want. But for me personally, at this point, you're threatening more than the fucking WWE does. You know? Everybody knows you can't stream anything in WWE. You'll get fucking taken down. You'll get taken down yesterday. And now Square Enix is like, yeah, well, we want to match that energy. If you stream this game before the 5th day, we're going to take you down. Yeah, fuck you, man. I'm just not going to stream your game. That's it. Which I'm sure is going to probably make them happy because, listen, Dragon Quest, very successful in Japan. They're going to make all the money in the world from this. I already know that. So they probably feel like they have nothing to lose. So at the very least, they're going to try to throw their dick around and try to tell you what you can and cannot do. It's not going to work. They can't fight everybody. They can't sue everybody. They can't take down everybody. They could try, but it's not going to work. So we'll see what happens from this. But they are, in fact, doubling down on this. And I thought this was very suspicious. And I figured people should know about it, especially if you're going to be a streamer streaming this game. If you're a streamer streaming this game before the 5th, you are risking your channel. I'm just letting you know that. Anybody who's watching out there that might stream video games, you are risking your channel if you stream this game before the 5th. Flat out. So, all right. Let me check on Rumble. I think we're good on Rumble, but I just want to double check. Yes, we are good on Rumble. We are good on YouTube. Okay, guys, listen. If you haven't seen my video from the other day, if you're not going to stick around for the waifu battle, please go check out that video. I'm going to link it right now in the chat. Go check out that video. I'm working on another one. Thank you guys so much for supporting me today in the stream. This was a lot of fun. We're going to do the waifu battle now. We're going to have a good time. You made videos? Yeah, I did. Go check out the video. Thank you everybody for liking, commenting, all that good stuff. I appreciate the support. I think we have gifted games really quick before. Let me see. Hold on. Before we go to the waifu battle, I think we have one gifted game. Let me see. Yes, we do. From the legend Pitt. Shout out to Pitt. We got he gifted. It's funny. We were going over this game the other day. We were going over this game for the other day. Deponia. They're coming out with a new one. Well, this is Deponia The Complete Journey. And he says, I love Deponia. Classic point and click vibes. Great humor and a world that sticks with you long after you're done. I appreciate that because I wanted to check this out and see what it's about since I saw the recent one that they're coming out with. So this will be our way to do it. So thank you, bro. I appreciate that. That's the first three games. Good. I'll be able to check this out then. This fucking thing, I swear to God, I'm going to accept it behind the scenes. Thank you to Pitt. I appreciate that, bro. Let me accept it right now. All right, I just accepted it. Thank you. I don't know why it does that. All right, boys. Again, if you're not going to stay for the waifu battle, thank you so much for all your support. I appreciate it. You guys are legends. I will see you, of course, on the next one. Don't miss it. But in the meantime, let us begin the waifu battle because we have somebody. Guys, we need help. Okay? Hinata is, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, T-Jab and Sonia. Hinata is 2 wins away from tying the #1 spot for Ultimate Waifu Battle winner. 2 wins away is fucking crazy. We have to take this girl down. We got to figure out a way because that's crazy. All right, boys. The waifu battle is here. Let's see how this goes, man. This shit's getting nerve-wracking. The waifu battle champion is none other than the one and only Hinata. Aren't I biased against a champion? Yes, I'm biased against a champion. That's my job. That's my job to be biased against the champion. Holy shit. I didn't realize how close she was to tying the #1 spot. This is getting insane. So we'll see how this goes. Let's go over the rules of engagement before we bring out the challenger in the waifu battle. Rule number 1. All super chats during the waifu battle can and will count towards a particular waifu, but the only way that they're going to count is if you put the name of the waifu in the super chat first. You have to put the name first. If you do not put the name of the waifu in the super chat first, then it will not count. It does not matter how big they are. If you super chat after the fact that you put the name of the waifu that you forgot to put the first time first, then I will make it count. Rule number 2. You can vote for any waifu regardless of who's on the screen. It doesn't matter. You can vote for the champion, who is Hinata, or you can vote for the challenger, who you're about to find out. It doesn't matter who's on screen at the time. Last but not least, after the second waifu comes off screen, I am going to do a 30-second countdown. After that 30-second countdown, no more super chats are going to count. It doesn't matter how big they are. The last super chat that shows up on my screen is going to be the one that counts. So please, if you are going to vote, vote early and vote hard, ladies and gentlemen. Do we understand the rules? This is getting crazy. This is getting crazy. All right, boys, listen. I had to bring back somebody who hasn't been in the waifu battle for a long time. Okay? A fairly long time. And hopefully this person can, I don't know, man. I don't know. We got to figure it out, boys. We got to figure it out. But let's see if this challenger can do anything to stop Hinata on her conquest. All right, boys. The challenger that is going to go up against Hinata is going to be the one and the only legend that hasn't been in the waifu battle for a little while now. Rias Gramori from High School DD, ladies and gentlemen. Let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win. Is it going to be Hinata or is it going to be Rias? Let's find out. The names are on the bottom, ladies and gentlemen. The names are on the bottom. We gotta do something, man. We gotta do something. I'm out of ideas. We need help. She's overpowered. Hinata's overpowered. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on. It's crazy. It's insane. It's insane. But let's figure it out, boys. Come on. We gotta do something. Bro, they're already doing it on Rumble, man. Rumble already. Gray the Merchant for $1 says Hinata. 128 trigrams of felting. Oh my God. What is happening? What is happening? God damn it. We got Dietrich Koenig on Rumble with a 10 for Rias Grimori. Shout out. Appreciate that, bro. Ali Kusanagi with a 10 for Rias. Let's go. We need all the help we can get. All the help we could get. Crash Collins with a 5 for Rias. Let's go. We got Midnight Mike with a 2. Rias, I love redheads. Beautiful. Beautiful. We got Rhonda with a 9.99. Says, I'm doing it for Rias, but it doesn't count because the name is not first. You gotta listen to the rules. Fix it. Please, for the love of God. We got Dikachu with a CLP 2438 Hinata. Just because I always lose. It's beautiful. You going with the surefire winner here, huh? Is that what you're doing? Old Man Cad with a $20 banger for Rias because under boobs. I respect that. That's a good reason. That's definitely a good reason. Thank you, Old Man Cad, for the 20. Rias is coming out strong right now. She's coming out strong. I don't know, boys. We're going to need all the help we can get, man. This is going to be rough. This is going to be rough. But so far, so good. So far, so good. We got BioT Wolf with a 10. Rias, you get her. You get all the DD girls. Sorry, Hinata, but you gave us Boruto. See, he's got a point. Listen to BioT Wolf. Today is the day we take down Hinata. Let's go. She cannot take the #1 spot. We got Dr. Spike with a 2. Rias for that picture. Let's go, Dr. Spike. Rhonda with a 9.89. Rias there. Got it right now? Yes. Now your last one counts. Now your last one counts. Perfect. Appreciate you, Rhonda. Appreciate you, Rhonda. Oh! 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 John D. John D. with a $100 Red Boy Hyper Banger for Riaz. Let's get this started right. There's more than where this came from, y'all. Let's fucking go. Hinata's going down tonight. She is going down tonight. And we got a Sevi raid. Shout out to Sevi. Welcome in. Hope you're feeling well. Shout out to Sevi. Thank you for the raid. Appreciate that. Perfect timing, Sevi. This titty's on the screen. All right, listen. Let's take her down. John D, you're a fucking mad lad. You're a mad lad. And now it's time to bring on the champion that is 2 wins away from tying. And that is none other than Hinata, pressed against a tree, looking pretty good, to be honest with you. Let's start the clock and let's see who is going to win this one. This is a Titan battle. This is a Titan battle happening right now, boys. A Titan battle. Denerier would advise says Hinata, so I caught up to New Blackstreet. And after that episode with you, it turns out I'm not gay enough to sit through their podcast. Yeah, it was pretty fucking gay, wasn't it? It was pretty fucking gay, I'm not going to lie to you. Chief Danier with a 10. Riaz, them hips be like dumpy, pump, dump, dump. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Crash Collins with a 5 on Rumble for Riaz. Let's go. A Kickin' Donuts with a 5 for Riaz. Let's go. Trey Perculture with a 20. Come on, Trey. The one time you're not supposed to throw. He's supposed to rule Tifa. This is life or death. You understand that, Trey? This is not trolling time, Trey. But I appreciate the 20, man. Thank you, bro. Janarthis with a 2 for Riaz. I appreciate that. Fallen Angel with a 2 for Riaz. Bring back to Discord. No Dragonquest waifu. I don't think we ever had a Dragonquest waifu. No, I don't know. I don't remember. Mr. Melancholy with a 2. Hinata for the Cantaloupes. Appreciate that. Right now, Riaz has such a massive, massive lead. But she's not exactly super safe. One big chair shot could change the game. And I feel like there are a lot of trolls that are out there sitting and waiting. But right now, we are doing the spirit bomb. The hands are in the air, boys, okay? The hands are literally in the air. They're in the air, okay? We need energy for Riaz, all right? We need it. Crash Collins with a 5 says Riaz because thick. You love to do it. You love to do it. Shout out to Crash Collins. Thank you. Genetic Spore says, where's Dr. Spike? I know he likes seeing the world burn. That's crazy, bro. Dr. Spike got a Joker reputation. I just like seeing the world burn. That's crazy, bro. They letting my girl die, says Sonia. Sonia, I don't know, man. You might still have something. You never know. Riaz is not that far ahead, although she's got a lot of votes. Wait, does Hinata even have $10? I think she does, right? She has $10 at least, right? Gray the Merchant with $1 says, Tifa, I stand with Trey. Also, damn, I'm getting felted by Riaz's assets. Damn, you guys about to bust load. Pause. That's crazy, bro. TMI, bro. TMI. Guys, we need... Riaz has to win. Otherwise, I mean, bro, it's going to be crazy. Hinata does not have $10 yet. Oh, my God. Could she potentially get banned and lose? That'll be crazy. I think Sonya would have a fucking meltdown. Sonya would have a meltdown if that happened. Oh, my God. What a drastic difference. All right, boys. Hinata's coming off screen. This is it, man. This is the final countdown. I'm really scared right now. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Guys. Oh my
The
god.
Waifu Battle Belt is mine!
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. Let's read the YouTube super chats. Let's read the YouTube super chats. Our cuz with a $25 banger for Riaz, 1 pound of dirt for every dollar to pour on Hinata Shallow. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Pouring into her grave. Oh my god. That counted. Old Man Cat with a 10. Riaz equals awesome boob jobs. That counted. Thank you, Old Man Cat. Timothy with a 20 for Hinata. Like a legend. That counted. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the 20. Dr. Spike with a 10 for Hinata, saying no ban. That counted. Appreciate that. And then K Styles with a $20 banger for Hinata. All the Hinata fans came in at the last second. That counted. Appreciate that, bro. Rhonda with the 199 obviously did not count, but I still appreciate you so much with the 199. Thank you. And then we had Deadeye's Lock for a 2 on Rumble for Riaz. Thank you, Deadeye's Lock. That counted. We had Dietrich Connick with a 5 for Riaz over on Rumble. That counted. And then we had Dr. Spike. Dr. Spike. Oh my god, bro. With a $500 Red Boy Ultimate Hyper Mega Banger for Hinata. And it counted. Oh my god, bro.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. That was not a chair shot. That was a chair nuke. That was, I mean, what the fuck? We need a chair shot emoji. Oh shit, you're right. We do need a chair shot emoji. We were so close, boys. We were so fuck. Gray the Merchant with $1 says, shit, y'all are felt it. Wrap it up. Dr. Spike Dub. Ria's ultra felt it. I need to find a waifu that Dr. Spike likes more than Hinata. You guys realize I need to find that. I need you guys to help me find that. And then report back to me. Because now she's 1 win away from tying the top waifu. You understand? 1 win away. Oh my god, bro. And then look at this fucking guy, bro. Trey with the $100 Red Boy Hyperbanger is literally laughing and says, fuck your rules. Bro, they call Dr. Spike the Joker, but I feel like Trey is the actual Joker. Trey is the like definition of just wanted to see the world burn. That's what Trey is. Oh, man. I'm going to get to that Warhammer clip in a second. Twisted Master with a 2 major OP waifu time for the next match. Yeah, I need to figure this out. I'm going to have to come up with something. Because if not, fucking A, bro. This is going to be rough. This is going to be rough. All right, I'll figure it out in the meantime. I'm going to play some clips. Because we got a lot. You know what? I'll do the numbers first. I'll wait for T-Jab to drop the numbers. Let's feed the ducks. Feed the ducks. God damn, bro. They drop money to troll. Yeah, I mean, Trey literally is the Joker, bro. He will drop money just to say fuck the rules at the most random times throughout the stream. The most random times. He'd be like, fuck the rules. Oh my God, bro. The numbers are in. Here we go. The numbers are in. Hold on. Bro, Rias was doing so good. If it wasn't for that fucking 5, oh my God, she was doing so good. She was doing so good. Fuck. Oh my God, man. All right, Rias Grimoire at $247.48 against Hinata at $564.43, which means the winner and still Waifu Battle champion, 1 win away from tying the record of Ultimate Waifu Battle champion, is none other than Hinata, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck! What the fuck did we do? Oh my God. Let's do it one more time, boys. One more time. One more time. John D says, who are the reigning record holders? I think Akino is number 1. I think Akino is number 1, right? Bro, god damn, man. Coping and seething does not even describe right now.
You are coping and seething. You just can't accept what you're seeing. Yes, you're coping and seething. The truth it is scalding, and now you are molding and coping so hard. Coping and seething.
And that's going to be it for the Waifu Battle, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow's going to be a legendary one. I probably wouldn't miss that if I were you. Tomorrow's Waifu Battle is going to be fucking ridiculous. I'm going to try to figure out something. We'll see. We'll see what I can figure out. I don't know. I got to think about it. Holy shit. All right. Wow. Mr. Spanglish for 189. Brave E back from retirement. I did ages ago. Actually, no, not even ages ago. I did recently. And she got felted. So it's not even a point. Trey with a 10 says, wait, there is rules? Yes. Yes, Trey. Yes. There's fucking rules. But I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. I'm gonna figure something out. I gotta figure something out, man. Yeah, Eve came back recently. So, and she got felted. It is what it is. Okay. Sonia says the trust fund needs $5 more. That's hilarious. Sonia, we're fine, Sonia. We don't need $5 more. We're fine. Thank you, though. That's fucking hilarious. All right, boys, listen. Shout out to everybody who liked the stream, commented, spammed the chat, super chatted, gifted memberships, everything. I appreciate it. And of course, shout out to the Hypnobots for doing what they do every single day. I appreciate you as well. I'm going to play the clips on the way out. So we have 6 clips that I have to play. 6 clips to play. No, 7, because we got John D. We got 7 clips to play. It's going to be a lot of clips. So stick around. Thank you guys so much for the insane support. I appreciate you. And I will obviously see you guys on... You motherfuckers, man. Dr. Spike. Oh, my God. Dr. Spike with a 5 says for the trust fund. We did not need $5. It was okay. It was legitimately okay. My God, dude. All of you guys fucking like Trey Burkhalter. Want to know how I got these scars? I'm telling you, Trey is literally the Joker. I'm telling you. Dr. Spike is Batman and Trey is the Joker. And they're both in like a constant fuck the rules battle. Shout out to Trey. Fighter for the trust fund. Oh my God. John D for the 5 says, okay. That's all it takes is for Sony to say it, and that's it. People were like, yeah, sure. Guys, we're good. Listen, save it for tomorrow. Please save it for tomorrow's Waifu Battle. We are going to need it. We're going to need the Spirit Bomb and all the energy tomorrow. Please save it for tomorrow. Okay? Thank you guys so much. Much love to all of you. And go watch the videos, man. I'm going to record a video tonight now that my voice is like kind of coming back. Although it's probably going to be a little rough after the stream, but I'll figure it out. And try to get a video out to you tomorrow. So make sure to go watch the videos. Have your notifications turned on. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Until then, go be bigoted, go be gooners. We're going to have John D's clip first, and then Trey, and then Dr. Spike. 5 in a row after that. All right, I'm just going to play. Well, you know what? Let's do Trey because he wants Warhammer. Let's do that first. I'll see you in the next one. And stay to the end after all this for the raid. Okay, bye.
All right, boys, we have another Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's bring the ladies in. All right, boys, we have another Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's bring the ladies in. All right, boys, we got another Red Boy Hyper Banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
hyper banger. Let's bring the ladies in.
bitches! Let's bring the ladies in!
I have relationships with women and sex with men. And I got news for you. That means you get.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Her dog, or her cat, was named Vagina. Vagina.
Put a ticket in Maker Jack! Fuck Indiana Jones, put a ticket in Maker Jack! Fuck Indiana, put a ticket in Maker Jack! It means put a chicken in it, Queenie, and make her fucking Jack! Fucking pronouns! Fucking pronouns!
bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life. I bring life.